G'day, I'm David G. Sheshnaag Mandir. What on earth is Kundalini? Sheshnaag.com. Been a bit vulnerable in the videos at the moment. I should put a shirt on, man. Wait up. I got hot from the last video. Sharing my sacred. So I put my shirt on so you don't confuse it with Neo-Tantra. Just wanted to give you a rundown of like how dedicated I am to Kundalini. I gave a rundown of how my body's tattooed according to yogic physiology in one of the videos recently. Now I'd like to show you what my property's dedicated to. So if you're standing on the hill opposite, my property's like this. If you look at it, that's the front fence. So there's a driveway that goes in there, and then it goes up like that. Goes up like that, and there's the top layer. Here, that's Sheshnaag Mandir. Doesn't make sense really, but basically I've tried to coordinate it. So we've got 3.5 sort of things going up. What do you call it? 3.5 driveways going up to the top. And at the top, if I live long enough and Kundalini becomes a new go-to understanding of humans in relation to once Joe Dispenza has his way with everyone becoming quantum physicists and understanding you create reality through your thoughts, then people may be interested in digging up some of the old yoga physiology that have been saying this for years to allow spirituality to meet science, and then the truth of the word yoga may be appreciated as a spiritual science rather than some exercise that makes you feel good. Basically I've got 3.5 driveways. I've got the Sheshnaag Mandir here, and then I've got a massive venture up there. $2 million worth of venture anyway, but I'm sort of in a bit of debt to do with my temple. It's not the point. The point is my property is dedicated to the temple, representing the physiology of the individual framework. So my temple's actually dedicated to Sahasrara chakra and the Sanskrit alphabet that resides in the Sahasrara chakra 20 times. So there's 1,000 vibrations that come out the top of our head as a human being once we achieve union with God through yoga or any other technique. You can do it through Christ, it doesn't matter. But if you experience union with the great being, then something happens in your physiology to do with your chakras where your top chakra becomes open and you have 20 times the Sanskrit alphabet. That's why some people get tingling in the top of their head, because there's vibrations going out the scon in the etheric body that have to do with connection with the universe, and you can get there by tapping into the Akashic records and stuff like that. I'm not comparing notes. All I'm saying is my property is dedicated to the physiology of spiritual illumination, which actually is the experience of yoga. So this is my focus on the individual being with the Sahasrara chakra. This is a massive structure, but in the middle is a dodecagon. No, dodecagon. Something like that. Might be spelt. So that means a 12-sided figure. From the top, the plans are based, this part here will have windows like this, and it'll be part of a 12-sided figure. So basically my property acknowledges Kundalini with the 3.5 serpent driveways, which represent the serpent coiled 3.5 times around the Sahasrara chakra. The temple represents the individual human framework. Sheshnaag itself represents the universe. So in it is hidden the goal of human experience, which is to focus on your own constitution enough to understand and in technique or practice to implement within yourself so you can work towards union with the divine aspect of life as you know it. Whatever that part of you is that's bigger than everything and you can't really describe it, there's an experience where you can unify with it. And that's called yoga. This is the map of human experience, and through purification and balancing and harmonizing your chakras within your subtle prana, then you can have the experience of spiritual illumination or union with God or enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. But it's a sketchy diagram. I just wanted to document it. I'm not the best artist, but geez, I know some shit. There you go. Sharing my passion. Wait for the next one. I'm going to diagnose myself. Oh, wow. You guys have a good day. Thanks for sharing. And peace. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Mahadev.